Welcome back, Star Wars, The Old Republic. Meet Loja. She is a Sith Inquisitor going for Sorcerer, and we'll talk more in a bit because we have to meet our Overseer, who can't stand Loja because she's a slave.
Ah, the last one to arrive is finally here. I hope you don't think you're special. It would be a shame if freedom went to your head. Or if you somehow got the idea you didn't need to pass your trials to become Sith. Lord Zash has tasked me with sorting through you refuse to find one worthy of being her apprentice, and I intend to do just that.
Please, don't get all sentimental on us. We've only just met.
I won't. Now the rest of you gutter trash already know your trial. Get going while I bring our latecomer up to speed.
Watch your back, friend. And don't worry, it'll be all right. He can't kill us all.
I'll attack from the front, you take him from behind, and we'll see how he fares.
Yeah. Looks like you can handle yourself.
Now, slave, for your trial. There's a hermit named Spindrol who lives in the tomb of Ajunta Paul in the Valley of the Dark Lords. Spindrol's a lunatic, but Lord Zash sees him as some kind of prophet. Once you find him, he will test you.
Fine. I will seek the insane hermit in the incredibly dangerous tomb and take his little test.
But there, you know your task. Spindrol lives in the tomb of Ajunta Paul in the Valley of the Dark Lords. Don't keep Spindrol waiting, slave.
Now, Loja is from slave heritage, which is why Harkin doesn't like her. And the Empire, due to the war, ended up accepting slaves as Sith, which pisses off Harkin royally, and I'll explain why in a minute.
Excuse me, Acolyte. Sergeant Corman, 5th Infantry Company, Korriban Regiment. Can I talk to you?
Speak freely, Sergeant.
Thank you. You're one of the slaves Harkin brought in on the last transport, right? Here to prove yourself to the bloodthirsty overseers?
Prove myself or die, apparently.
Well, here's your chance to not only show off for the overseers, but start building ties to the Imperial military as well. I'm here commanding a hard target mission to exterminate claw slugs in this tomb. They're horrific things. Mouths bigger than your head. I've lost 3 squads of good men fighting them. They come in packs. They'll swallow a man whole.
Death is merely the final failure of the weak.
Yes, sir. But the mission is in danger of failing. Sending more men isn't the answer. The damned claw slugs breed so fast there's no way to wipe them out conventionally. So we started targeting their egg chambers. They went insane. We managed to get explosives to all of the egg chambers, but the claw slugs were all over us before we could detonate them.
Are you sure this plan of yours will actually work?
I don't know. I have to hope so. Without breeding chambers, the claw slugs lose the numbers. Then we can wipe them out. Don't underestimate those claw slugs, sir. They're smarter than they look.
After the war, the Empire began to allow non-Sith, lesser generation people to join the Academy. This helped boost their numbers and helped to create a strong army. People like Loja, who have a strong heritage, were allowed to join the Academy and become Sith. Harkin was strongly opposed to this change. His opposition to the change crippled his ability for advancement, and his stubborn decision resulted in his days being numbered at the Academy. Over time, he became bitter and took out his frustration on the acolytes placed under his supervision. He'll make the students suffer as long as he can, and unfortunately, some even die under his watch. These are core slugs, and one of the most dangerous creatures on Korriban. A century ago, a hunter was contracted to bring a live core slug queen to a Hutt who wanted to use it for one of the Hutt's annual events. The hunter trapped and brought the core slug queen to the Hutt. When he opened the cargo bay, hundreds of core slugs came out, eating the hunter and the Hutt. To this day, the sound of core slugs hatching is called a Hutt's cry.
I heard the explosions when you set off the charges. Outstanding, sir.
Korriban is the starting planet for Sith Inquisitors, and it was the homeworld for ancient Sith. Reclaimed by the Empire, the Sith Academy and the Dark Council oversee acolyte training. It is a privilege for non-Sith to visit Korriban. The planet is a deserty place filled with crumbling ruins, which makes it the perfect training ground for upcoming acolytes. The tombs are filled with traps which are perfect to test the acolytes. There are also relics which make great rewards. And unfortunately, the tombs are filled with bodies of failed acolytes.
Slave, welcome to my humble hole. You are here for your trial, yes? Learn the ways of the Sith from a doddering old man in a tomb, and hopefully to return to your master with the mark of my approval.
Yes, my lord, that's right.
Of course it is. I know the way of things on the surface. But before I answer either way, you must pass a trial of blood. Survive, and I will teach you what I know.
This is going to be an easy match, even with my limited spells. Electricity is the main weapon dealer, for lack of another word, for an Inquisitor. Blast, 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 smack, 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 over and done. Now let's go see Spindrel.
Excellent. These former acolytes wanted nothing more than to earn their second chance for glory by killing you and taking your place. But your desire proved stronger, and their blood became the mantle of your victory. Well done. But you are not Sith yet. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength, power. Through power, victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. This is the Sith Code. Commit it to your heart, and you will have the strength to crush your enemies. Do you understand?
Of course. I was born to be Sith.
Good. Then go. Return to Harkon and nurture your hatred for him. And use your fear of him to grow stronger. He may raise his fist to strike, but it is Lord Zash who determines where the blow will land.
But who controls Zash, I wonder?
When you know the answer to that, you will have power over both your masters. Now, go. Leave me to my rest.
So, why restart on the Sith side? Well, after playing and recording on the Jedi side for a while, I had a hard time making light side Jedi videos interesting. The Jedi side is very strict with their code, no emotion, no passion, etc. So to voice act that and stay in character, I'd have to sound like that, somber, no emotion, which I think I did a pretty good job with in the previous video, but I didn't really have a lot of fun creating videos for it. So I started thinking about what I wanted my videos to be. What is my style of Let's Play or playthrough, whatever you want to call it. And I started messing around with the Sith. And although I like the rock spells better because they look and sound different on the Jedi side, the storyline of playing a light side Sith is more interesting in my opinion. So I'm giving it a shot. And the Sith side looks better. What's up with that? The ancient Sith tombs, because of the relics and other goodies found in them, are often the target of raiders. Some are fortune hunters coming from other worlds and taking great risk angering the Sith. Remember, it is a great privilege for non-Sith to visit Korriban. Some arrive stowed away on ships, and then there are others who come from an effort of an underworld figure who found a way to slip the raiders in with slaves. These fake slaves sneak into the tombs, and many suffer the fate that these here are suffering. They die here. The few which make it out of Korriban are paid handsomely for their effort. This is Paul's tomb. He was the first Dark Lord. Once a Jedi Master, he learned how to create and share life through the Force, something the Jedi disapproved of. He turned his power against the Jedi, who exiled him and his followers. They went to Korriban and found the Sith. Impressed by Paul's powers, the Sith viewed Paul as a god. He was named Dark Lord and founded the Sith Empire. When he died, his body was entombed in the Valley of the Dark Lords.
I have taken care of your problem with the looters in the tomb.
Ah, then I'll assume my men are dead. Even so, you have done us a great service. Their loss is your gain, I suppose.
I am most grateful.
Yes, sir.
Sir? Really? And did I say I was most grateful? Well, I'm not going to really worry about that right now because we have more important business to be concerned with, like this new quest.
You must be one of the slave acolytes. Pretty easy to see why Overseer Harkon was horrified. Regardless, Lord Zash has made it clear that all new acolytes must learn martial skills as well as face their trials. Though why anyone thinks you can be taught is beyond me.
Watch yourself. I don't respond well to idiots with big egos.
I'm fluttering with fear. Fluttering. You will find the instructors in the Academy's archive. Hurry, and try not to embarrass your betters.
It's a shame I can't kill him. Well, let's not postpone this anymore. Time to go see Harkon and his attitude.
Ah, the last one. Always the latecomer. Now we can see what the hermit thinks of you, slime. Acolyte Corey. Step forward, please.
Yes, Overseer.
You are a weak, pathetic rodent, and even a lunatic like Spindrel can see this. And that means... Meet our newcomer, Von Alt. This is real Sith strength, and he will tear you apart and crush your bones, slaves. Look on him. No connections left in the world, but pure Sith blood. This is Lord Zash's future apprentice, not filth like you.
We'll see how tough he is out in the tombs. Alone, with just me and my blade for company.
Step this way, slave. I want to speak to you privately. The rest of you get out of here. You know your trials. You too, Fawn. Spindrel awaits. Now, listen to me. Spindrel is a lunatic. His approval means nothing. You are filth, and you will die. Is that clear?
You think you scare me?
You're nothing, and don't forget it. Now, your second trial. Lord Zash has requested a special trial for you, which you will no doubt fail. Go to Inquisitor Zinn in the jails. He will fill you in on the details, and most likely hasten your demise.
Don't count on my demise, Harkon. I don't die easy.
Don't boast, slave. I don't want to see you again until you're back from the jails. That's all.
My hatred for him makes me stronger. All right, let's see what this is.
Acolyte, you've arrived. And not a moment too soon. Harkon has given me very specific instructions. You were raised as a slave, but must discard those traits and learn to control others. And I have just the task for that end. Meet this driveling excuse for an acolyte. He will be your victim.
Victim, This sounds like it could be fun.
This is not an idle diversion, acolyte. A short while ago, there was what we call an unauthorized murder here in the Academy. A rivalry among apprentices resulted in death. Interrogate him. Make him tell you who committed this crime at any cost.
I can absolutely do that.
Excellent. Get to it then. I look forward to watching you work.
This is gonna be a test, being evil.
Please, don't hurt me. I don't know anything.
Your defiance is foolish and misplaced.
Please, I don't know anything, I swear it. You know how it is. Acolytes start bragging. You don't want to look bad. It was just a dumb boast. I didn't see anything.
This'll hurt you much more than it hurts me.
Please, don't do that again. I'll do anything.
Entertain me. Give me a song or something.
Sing? Are you serious? I mean, sure. Yes, what should I...
I was kidding. Tell me what I want to know.
I can't do that. I can't. He'll kill me if I tell. Or worse.
This better be worth my while.
Ah! Stop! Please! Alright, I'll talk. He'll kill me, but I'll talk. The murderer is an apprentice named Essor Kayan. You have to protect me, or he'll kill me.
I doubt that. He'll be too busy being punished for murder.
Kayan's master is a Dark Council member. Might as well try fighting the Emperor himself. Kayan won't get so much as a reprimand. But when Kayan finds out, he'll come after me.
What exactly does this have to do with me?
Of course, it's not your problem. Why should you care? Maybe if I'm lucky, Kayan will put me out quickly.
You don't have to tell me. I heard the name loud and clear, though I sorely wish I hadn't. Essor Kayan. Kayan's master is a Dark Council member. I'd be a fool to oppose him. But anyway, your trial here is done. I will send my commendations to Overseer Harkon. You may return to him now.
What are you going to do about the murderer?
Nothing, although the apprentice's master will have to be informed. It's not my business to dispense justice, certainly not where the Dark Council is concerned.
You're a coward, Inquisitor.
I am a living Sith. I intend to remain that way. Concern for matters that are not your business is a weakness that will get you killed. I suggest you eliminate this undesirable trait as quickly as possible and forget about this acolyte.
So you're just going to let yourself be bullied?
And what would you suggest? I don't have the power to oppose a Dark Council member, and neither do you.
Still, there has to be something you can do.
You are persistent, aren't you? Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to keep him here while the master of the murdered apprentice pursues justice. Perhaps they can be made to believe that the acolyte hasn't been broken yet.
I don't care what you do, just do it.
Fair enough. I'll requisition some guards to protect him. You have a most unusual approach, acolyte. Watch it doesn't get you into trouble.
Let me guess. I'm going to be the latecomer again with Harkon.
Well, well. I had been looking forward to cutting another one of you down, but it looks like I'll be spared the trouble. Unsurprisingly, Nylock has gone missing. Also, unsurprisingly, Fon has passed his first trial. It's only a matter of time before he tramples you all underfoot.
I'll tear you apart where you stand, slave.
Patience, Fon. An accident in the tombs is much more convincing. Now the lot of you know your next task. Go. I want to speak to Fon and our latecomer. Now, slave. Zin says you handled yourself expertly, and as much as I find this difficult to believe, Lord Zash is satisfied with his evaluation. Undoubtedly, Zin helped you in some way, but you will not have his help on the next trial. Both you and Fon will have trials of intellect, trials that test your ability to apply your understanding of the Force to solve problems.
You don't expect a slave to be a match for me in intellect. I've been trained under the greatest teachers.
Calm down, Fon. I certainly do not expect this slave to be a match for you. That's why you will have separate trials.
Truly, your generosity astounds.
You're only digging your own grave. Fon, you will go to the library on the second floor of the Academy and translate the following texts for Lord Zash.
Yes, Overseer.
Slave, deep in the ancient, monster-infested tomb of Marka Ragnos, there is a holocron filled with dark secrets and encased in a great stone monument. No one has figured out how to release the holocron from its stone prison in over 1,000 years. You will bring this holocron to me, or you will die.
The more you make me hate you, the stronger I become, Harkon. And one of these days, I'm going to be strong enough to crush you.
You will never be strong enough, slave. You will bring back the holocron, or hope that the spirit of Marka Ragnos himself returns to end your miserable existence. Now go.